Thank y'all for tuning in to another episode of Not Just Girl Talk. I am your host, Ashanti.
And I'm your host, Tiffany.
And welcome back again, week after week. Y'all can come over here with me and sit on the couch. Or y'all can head over there with Tiffany to the fully stocked bar. You hear me? Like always. As long as y'all are tuned in to Not Just Girl Talk, it don't matter where you choose to go, okay? So thanking y'all again. We know we missed a week. We are back. We are back. We are back. So we did want to acknowledge that before we jumped on into the show.
Yeah,
And
shout out
before,
to our international people. You know, I'm always looking at stats. And so
right,
people
right,
are
right.
still rocking with us, even with that week impromptu hiatus a little bit. We
Yes.
still like viewers, y'all are still watching us, watching some older episodes, so we appreciate it. And Germany is still showing out internationally. So we appreciate you.
We international. Thank y'all for continually rocking with us. We definitely appreciate it. Before we get started, y'all already know Tiffany gonna let y'all know where to tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend about Not Just Girl Talk.
Yes, you guys. Our contact information is in our bio, but make sure you follow us on all of our social media platforms. Make sure you follow us on IG, and make sure if you have not subscribed to our YouTube channel, subscribe and tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend to subscribe to our YouTube channel. But again, all of our info to follow us on all social media platforms are in our bio.
Yes, it is. All right, y'all. Y'all already know. Before we get started, you gotta make sure you got a beverage in your hand. And today I am sipping on it's a little juice, a suja juice. Yeah, okay, Tiff. Yes, it is like pineapple, turmeric, mango. It's a healthy
It
juice,
looks
and I've been in
good.
my
It looks good.
it's really refreshing. I went to the gym this morning and I was like, let's not, start with an alcoholic beverage with the calorie count. So I'm gonna take it a little light today. And do
So
like what we know Tiff, what you drinking out? I ain't gonna do that. What you got?
Um, so I am drinking. Actually, my husband just bought some Tennessee peach whiskey, and I just mixed it with some Pepsi. But it's root
Oh,
beer whiskey. I'm telling the story. It's not peach. I've had peach before. This is Tennessee root beer whiskey. I bet it'll
blueberry.
taste better with
Mhm.
cream soda or root beer, but I had Pepsi and it still tastes good. So,
Ah,
but it's actually something different, and I liked it.
I
And
told y'all. To stay with a different beverage, a new liquor, a new wine. She just be, I don't know, they be perusing in the liquor store. They probably got like a credit. They be like in there. They people probably know them. I'm just saying.
yeah, he had to stock up on a little bit of beverages. He's gone to his bachelor party, so you know,
Mm.
so
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 what you doing this weekend? Since he gone to the bachelor party, what you got going on?
yeah, me and the girls trying to survive. Yeah, but no, we hung out. I finally took Aaron to spend a little tooth fairy money, and they had birthday money too, so they thought they was buying up the store when we went to Five and Below, but I let them. And that's it.
Oh,
We just chilled and had our pizza night like we normally do on Fridays, and just went out and ran a few errands Saturday. But yeah,
okay. Well, what I do this weekend? I've been outside. Ooh, I've been
yeah.
outside. I've been outside. So I did have a girls trip. I went on a girls trip weekend. It was so relaxing. When I say I had fun, relaxing, chill. Uh, I went to my first drag show. Never been to a drag show. Went to the first drag show. It was like a dinner. It was dinner drag too. It wasn't like a brunch. And it was fun. We had a really good time. The music was good. I was like, oh, okay, it's a drag show. I mean, it was my first time going, and they had the live vocals. Some people didn't sing. Some did sing like the live vocals, so it was like a really, really good experience.
So, because some
Um,
people could see.
yeah,
Okay.
three people out of the five, three were actually singing. I was like, okay, vocals, okay, okay,
Mad at it.
I hear you. So yeah, that was good for the girls trip. And that Saturday, we really didn't do nothing. We had reservations for like a fancy dinner. people was drunk, hungover, not drunk, hungover slightly from the
Yeah.
night before. I wasn't because I have been in that state where I went on a trip and I was just too through to continue. So this time I said, nope. I felt the drunkenness coming when we went to the bar. I said, it won't get me, not today. So I said, nope, I'm not drinking at the bar. I already got my little buzz. I had two or three Cosmos. I had two Cosmos. They had the big glasses. I love my Cosmopolitan. That's my drink. I drink the Cosmo.
Something I get a lot of. But the older I've gotten, and believe it or not, I've never drunk dark until I was maybe even out of college, I would say. Like
Mm.
I've never been a dark person, but dark liquor doesn't make my head hurt ever. Like that, you know.
Okay.
Now it could make me throw up if I drink too much of it, um, but it doesn't make that headache and
Right.
stuff. Dark liquor just it
Yeah.
just flows. So I don't know.
Yeah.
Not that I'm encouraging anything.
Oh, I might be a little bit. When you need it, you know you need it. When you need it, you need it. So we're gonna move on in with the show. And Tiffany, I said I wasn't gonna do this, girl. I'm doing it again. Let us now we're gonna move to our sip on it and speak on it. So what's our topic for today?
Okay, so I had two, but I'm gonna choose one.
Okay.
Um,
Before
so
you get
this,
started, y'all, I never know the questions, right? So just to let y'all know, I never ever know what she's gonna ask because we like to keep it fresh. So I'm it's always new. Like my thoughts and her questions, we don't prep for this.
and I really don't prep for the questions. So, so question of the day that I'm gonna go with. What's most important to you, sex or intimacy?
Oh. Sex or intimacy? Let's see. Can we be like a combination? Can we do like a combo? Or I gotta pick one. Like I'm thinking I wanna go with mm, it- mm, I might guess I like intimacy. I like intimate moments. I guess I'm gonna say intimacy because sex can be overrated sometimes, depending. So I think I'll go with the intimacy part because I do like the cuddle, I do like the time, I do like the hugging and just the doing nothing moments. So I believe intimacy would be a choice that I'm gonna go with.
Great. Well, I think of
And that
course
was so
that,
hard.
but it's not. I think you have to have intimacy for me to be in the mood or anything like that. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
So I just think that it goes hand in hand, but without intimacy, I mean, we can. I guess technically you can have sex, but I do value all of it together, and I think
Yeah.
intimacy comes before that sex.
Okay.
So I
I can
think
see
it's a
that when.
combination, but
Mhm.
intimacy has to for me to be like, okay, you know.
Yeah, I can see that when you're trying to build something, right? But when you just really just having fun and you out here in the streets a little bit, the intimacy
Not
part
even
can be
that. I mean, it ain't. I mean, I'm married, and every night ain't necessarily a. We just got to get it in. It ain't no.
yeah.
Oh,
Well,
all
I'm
of
saying
that.
intimacy in general,
But it just
like
it does make better. But
it does make it better. But if you can just get there and do what you do, I mean, but I would say intimacy. That's most important. That is most important. I would say the intimate part is, it has value
yeah, I don't
in a
know.
relationship. So let us know what y'all think. Intimacy or sex? I feel like most people gonna say intimacy.
I think so too.
Those who ain't trying to be intimate, we like just give it to me. So, but
Yeah, you just should have
it's good.
said sex. Just should have said sex.
I should have just said.
You said what it is. What you feeling? Nobody judging. Nobody's judging.
I should have just said sex. Just call it what it is. Call a spade a spade.
Here, ain't nobody. Ain't
But
judging.
I like the intimate part too. Um, so let us know what y'all think. With the question, intimacy or sex, what do you prefer? Um, and with that, we're gonna move on into our topic of discussion. So, in thinking about the topic, right? Um, things that have just happened throughout life, just growing in this new year space. I'm gonna say new year because it's April and we on into the year, but still, it's kind of new and a lot of stuff has been kind of going on, especially on my end. And the girls trip was definitely much needed. And going back to the trip, so at the trip we were supposed to go out. Like I said, we were supposed to go out for like a fancy dinner on that Saturday. Well, we didn't end up going. It was like, I'm not gonna go. We tired,
Mhm.
or we just not gonna spend that money. We stayed in, had pizza, wings, and pasta. Literally, good time. And I've never been one to be able to let go of like the reservation that was made. They was like, oh, canceling. We're not going. Everybody was like, yep, nope, not going. I've never been on trips. Like I plan trips. So my family go out and we do stuff. I'm the planner. I'm the one that set everything up, make reservations, do that whole bit, right? So to cancel something that was already set before we went, for me, I would have never ever done that. And
Mhm.
yeah, would you have been able to do it? Like cancel?
Absolutely. Well, absolutely. But I will say, maybe when I was younger, I've had some moments like I'm big on the itinerary. If we say we're gonna do this, we're gonna do it.
Yeah, we're gonna do it
But
right.
after I've gotten older, I had kids, things like that.
Hmm.
I've learned from some experiences too, but specifically, definitely since I had kids, girl, please, I just can't do it.
And
No.
see, for
And
me,
it, and I value, like, I'd
hmm
rather, and that sounds like I do like to go out, have a good time to an extent, but
hmm
then my having fun is a little different too. But what y'all did, just chill, talk, and have, that's dope to
hmm
me. That's fun,
yeah.
so that end up probably was better than if you just went to a restaurant. You're like, okay, how long we gonna sit here in a restaurant? Because ultimately you're
hmm
gonna be back and having girl talk at the house. So I mean,
But, right, and I agree. So I was like, normally I wouldn't have canceled, but when they canceled, they let me know like, okay, you can just let go of some stuff sometimes, right? Let go of the itinerary, let go of being in control, let go of shit, following the plan, if you will. And that was very hard for me. So our topic that we want to talk about is like letting go of things, right? How easy it is for us to let go. So even in this space, I was talking to my aunt. Shout out Mimi. She don't
okay, it's
listen to
like
this.
Mimi, like which
of,
but
of course it's
I figured it
Mimi.
was Mimi.
Yeah, Mimi like my sister. But talking to Mimi, she was like, I know that was hard for you to cancel and not go. She said you probably was up ready to know what's the agenda, y'all. We supposed to do this, this, and that. We gotta be ready by this, and that time. I was like, that is so me. I will definitely be the one that's like, y'all, we gotta get up, we gotta go. We already got the agenda, and to cancel it and just chill. Ooh, but it really opened my eyes because it was so relaxing. And I was like, I don't want to move through and be pressured to just control everything, stay on the schedule, stay on the routine. Because sometimes it can be a bit much, even when you're out of town, right?
Yeah.
So letting go is something that I'm learning to do because I can be a control person. Like I like if I don't do it, it ain't gonna get done right. That's how I think.
But that's, I think you're reflecting though. So you're being reflective at least, like, oh, I know I can be this way or whatever. And you just kind of reflecting like, oh, it can work more than one way. You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
I looked at it kind of like when to let go of like specific relationships.
Mm,
Everybody see Tyler Perry plays and all that stuff. And I just
hmm
immediately thought, some people just in your life for a moment, season, or lifetime. And so in that moment, it may just be for that moment. It's a purpose that, or just that moment, even if it's a relationship, like you say, or something that ain't serious, so it can just be sex, right? It's
hmm
just that, because that's what it is.
hmm
I ain't looking for nothing. But then maybe
Right.
somebody's in their life for a season, as so far as a relationship. So they may have served a purpose. You may like them, but you know that this ain't gonna last because guess what you needed, what purpose you needed, you've gotten, but you're not
hmm
growing and you ain't getting. That's all you're gonna get.
Right.
And
Right.
then
Right.
of course, somebody that's there for a lifetime, you still rocking with them. And they're continuously evolving, both of you guys, so the relationship is. So I just think it's
hmm
different levels to, you know, relationships in general. Like
Right.
I don't know. I think of that so far as relationships,
Yeah, I agree. Because on my end, I do feel like I looked at relationships too, friendships also times. So it's been times that I have had friendships. I'm a social butterfly, right? I am a social butterfly. So I have pockets of friends. I've hung out with maybe this group, and then I hang with that group for a while, and I got this group of friends over here. So I have pockets of friends, all like always. It's been me. And then I also have like my day ones, like to, uh, but I definitely have like pockets. And Tiffany is definitely not a new friender.
Well,
However, you not don't even start lying.
I
You
wasn't.
are
I wasn't.
okay.
I was
But
not
say
gonna tell the story, but we're just so different in the aspect because it's not that I don't like people. Let me say that it could be like a lot of stuff could come from my mom, but I just at that term, like a lot of people, you gotta earn it from me. I never fooled with a whole lot of people. A lot of people, my word was they're my associates, but friend that comes
yeah.
very tightly. And I told Aaron, look, friends, they grew up, they've been in daycare together since 6 months, and we become really good friends. But I told her, girl, y'all just made the cutoff. Cause I was done taking friends, girl. Jesus, y'all just made it. Like you just made it. Cause I don't fool with folks like that. And because relationships take time, friendships, relationships just in general. Whether it's a friendship or a relationship, it's just taking time. And then I had kids too now. It's like, dang, I'm spread everywhere direction. Like, nah, I ain't got that much time for too many people.
So. And I am so we so different. I'm like, hey, I got matter of fact, in Maryland alone, I got 1, 2, 3. I got 3 groups in Maryland of friends, right? Then I still got like Tiffany and then my other friend. Like I literally have pockets of friends, and I'm a social, like I just said, social butterfly. So it's hard for me. I've learned to like let go of certain things that may bother me within friendship. Like I'm a reach out. Like I'm a reach out person. I'm gonna call everybody. I'm gonna text everybody. How you doing? Check in. Even though I have pockets, I am a check in friend. And if I didn't reciprocate, it wasn't reciprocated to me, I sometimes I really didn't care or think about it much, but as I'm getting older, I start to think about like, hey, who's reaching out to me as a friend? Who's contacting me? How close am I? Am I the one always keeping us connected? So in that space, I've had to let go and not kind of worry about what other people are doing and just focus on what I do. Because I do it doesn't necessarily mean that they're not a friend. It's just not at the forefront like it is for me. So kind of letting go of that. Well, I did this and you're not doing that, or I'm doing this and you're not doing that. I've let that go. Whereas it may not be intentional. It's just what I do, right?
Yeah.
So I think that's a space that I looked at in friendships, and I also looked at parenting.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, allowing like now when my kids get to arguing, don't come to me. I'm not in it. I'm not in it.
It's a shame.
I'm gonna. I'm telling you, when they come, be like, Mom, no. I'm gonna let y'all handle the situation. I can't come in and defend and be in the middle and be the referee. No, y'all gotta figure it out. I'm not doing it today, tomorrow. No.
So, I teach middle school, girl, and I have, I teach science. I got a science lab, and I have a fan because my temperature just changes. I'm hot or cold, but that fan right there with me. So if I need it. So this little boy that came, first off, I don't like people behind my podium because that's my area. That's my personal space. Right. This little boy.
And COVID. Okay.
What that too, but they were being dismissed, and I told him to line up, and he then came and knocked my whole fan over. I was like, oh, Jesus. Okay. But you know what? He thought I was about to go off. And so I was like, just pick it up. And I was like, I got a 4 and a 7-year-old. Girl, when I tell you so many moments that they have just brought patience to me, not all the time, but
I agree.
It's a different level. Girl, I'm just like, you just don't know how the day gonna start off. Girl.
Yeah.
So y'all just broke this, or you just, matter of fact, just this wonderful weekend, with my babies. We out. Actually, I just picked Elaine up from care. We didn't even get good. They gave her a dang old sticker. Where she put them 2 stickers at?
In the car. Girl.
On my window. In my car.
Man, you gotta scrape it off. Well, at least you were worried about stickers. I bought my kids a basketball goal. Okay, so y'all, this is the worst freaking gift that I could have ever purchased. They love it, I hate it. A basketball goal, they go on the back of the door. The boys, of course, blue, trying to dunk the ball. They trying to, dribble the blue ball between their legs. They trying to block each other. Why is the hole in the door right now? Why? Why the hole in the door?
Well,
boom, feeling it's a hole right in the door. Basketball go. I'm just saying, let go. Just.
You just can't, because you had a heart attack being mad over because in parenting,
everything,
a lot of stuff go down, and it's just like, you know what? They still breathe and you breathe, just let it go.
They live today. Everybody else,
they are still here. They still surviving. Girl.
And you've learned that along the way. Because her first parents, I'm gonna tell you what Tiffany said, okay? This is how she's let go. This is how she has let go, okay? When she first got pregnant, her first child, she was like, on my spring breaks, I'm going to have the baby at home with me because that's going to be our bonding moment. We're going to be bonding of the spring break. I'm like, girl, all her breaks, y'all. She want her kids at home. I was like, girl, see, I was a seasoned mother by the time she had her kids, okay? I said, this is how we're going to do it. You're going to send them to school so you can get a break. She's like, no, I'm not going to do that. I said, okay. I was trying to encourage her. She was like, no, Ashante. So when she sit on her stuff, she be sad. So I said, okay. So where your kids be at on the break? Where they at?
I think it lasts one break. I don't even know if it was the whole break. I don't even think. Yeah.
It didn't make it a whole week. It didn't make it. She was like, nope, no.
But I am a firm believer that kids act differently at home than they do in school in the structured environment. Not to say that home ain't structured, but it ain't structured like school. Because my little one, Elena, she. But at school, girl, I'm like, oh, she clean up willingly. Like, it's such a fight here. Like, clean up after yourself. She herself, girl. She just a mess up, take everything out. Like, okay, it's time to clean up. It take her forever. Like, it'd be like, if you don't clean up, it's not going to go well.
And we got to just let go of stuff. So for y'all out there who got situations going on, because life do be life. Stressors happen. Myself, I've been in I would consider my last year to be maybe a hurricane. I'm gonna call it a hurricane. It's been a lot. I just been in a hurricane, right? And I just had to ride that wave. I just been riding the wave. So stuff that would stress me, I have honestly been like, I can't control it. And as much of a control person I am, I like to control the environment, the atmosphere, the turnout, the outcome, the beginning, the middle, and the end. I need to control every space. And lately, I just can't control everything. And I've had to truly learn how to let go. Yeah, I may stress about it, whereas where my stress would be internal, right? Versus me trying to fix it is what I mean. So the external stressor would be me figuring it out, fix this, fix that,
and see
figuring out how to do this.
Right. And then I think too, we're getting of a particular age too, and I think that's why we do this. You know what I'm saying? Like, we've been friends since middle school, and now high school. We went through all of these different phases in our life, and at this point, we are getting older. Excuse me, and you keep. I'm glad we're doing things differently because we keep bottling stuff up or not letting stuff go or just stressing over every little thing. So we're gonna be able to have some panic attacks or possibly heart attack. You just don't know because of stress. Too blessed to be stressed, Eric. Can't.
Yeah. So
if you're not bringing no value, I can't. Jobs too, girl.
On it. Yeah, girl. That's what I'm saying.
Girl, I used to, when I first started teaching, and we were just talking about this. I had been at school like to 10 o'clock at night before. My first couple
of years.
It was just crazy. Like, that's crazy. Like, of course, I've been teaching longer now, but I'm like, why was my mind thinking, even though if I had kids or not, why did I think that was appropriate or that I should ever?
Well, you was trying to be better, right? It was a new
But it
space, new
still wasn't
job.
enough. It still
That's
wasn't
true because
enough.
you kept. I used to be like,
Still wasn't enough.
girl, and you did. So now you've learned how to let go, kind of let the days be what they are. You give what you've given, and
That's
let the
it.
chips fall where they may.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and it's how I'm thinking now. Letting go. I'm learning how to do that. I'm actively learning, not just saying it, but I'm actively doing it. Actively learning how to allow things not to stress me. And if I do have things that I'm going through, I internalize it, and I also have been more like prayerful about it instead of me trying to fix every single thing all the time. So if you all are out there trying to fix everything, constant control every aspect of your life, I know like I have done and I'm trying to let go of, know that it's okay to let go and let God, honestly.
Absolutely.
And it's I'm gonna say cliche because when cliche meaning people say it all the time, right? Let go and let God. And it's easier said than done to let go, right? We trust God, but to really let go and let God takes work. And I'm actively working in that space for me because that builds up your faith too, hope, all of that stuff. So I'm honestly doing that. And for those of you who are stressing or got things going on, like we talked about today, learn to just let go. What does that mean to let go for you specifically? Whatever your piece is, whatever your time is. Right now, my time is the gym. I go to the gym for 1 hour, and my kids know do not call me unless somebody bleeding. Unless you are bleeding and you are hurt, we got a serious emergency. Do not
And
call
it
me. That
has
is
to
my
be a
out.
certain amount of blood. Like, can the band-aid cover it? I mean, I'm just saying, you got to be specific in the bloodage because it could be, it could truly just be like you just put a band-aid on that.
They know. Don't call me. So they already know. Do not call me unless it's serious. And we're definitely learning in this space to let go of everything and to truly let God lead and not me trying to lead and do everything. So that is our topic for today, and we're gonna move on into our soul food. So, Tiffany, what you got to feed ourselves before we get out of here?
Hey, so our soul food for this week is um so I said to actually do did I say this one? Yeah, do things at your own pace. Life's not a race. Move forward because things are up ahead. And it's if you fail, take a deep breath and try all over again. So, soul food for this week is do things at your own pace. Life's not a race. Move forward because good things are up ahead. And if you fail, take a deep breath and and you try all over again. Excuse me, girls. But
You fine, you fine. Okay, yeah. I do it every week. Something wrong with me. I need to look at the
roll with
timeline.
it
Tiffany
though.
make the
I roll
timeline.
with it.
You do. You roll with it, but I be missing a. I'm sorry. We missed a week. I came back and I forgot. Didn't even look at my timeline. Anyway, yeah, I already know. Before we get out of here, we're gonna give y'all something informational from us and our careers that we do. So it's time for the plug.
Yes, so my plug for this week is so, as you guys know, that I'm a teacher, seventh grade math and science. So we are preparing, and I think we have 3 more instructional days until 10 ready. And that's just, if you guys have not heard, that's a standardized test. It's different or varies based on the state that you live in. However, ours is called 10 ready. And so I want to make this plug for teachers and some strategies to prepare students for getting ready for 10 ready or any standardized test. One of the things we want to is encourage kids to have what we call a growth mindset, just pretty much not having a mindset closed, that this is the outcome, this is the result, I'm going to fail, I don't understand this, I don't get it. A powerful word that I've learned when teaching growth mindset is yet. I don't understand this yet. So it's not that you can't, you just don't get it yet. So kind of getting them acclimated to using vocabulary and terminology like that, and to have that growth mindset is super important, especially because we got to take these standardized tests. They're not going nowhere anytime soon. Encourage, of course, use data. So what we've done is, I would encourage anybody, they have on sites like Lumos, LUMOS, Lumos Learning, you can get standardized practice tests. And so we've given like a practice math test, and we've graded it just like with you can just scan it and get the grade. So multiple choice, but it's good data because we've got the test and each question is standards. So we've broken down which ones did every student miss, or which one did they miss the most, and we know what to hit on those review days. Nobody got this, we need to hit this again. If everybody got this question right, I'm not going to spend as much time on that. So data is so powerful. So use data to help you review, and just get ready for these standardized tests because they're not going anywhere anytime soon. But that is my plug for this week, preparing for standardized testing.
All right, so my plug for this week, first I want to start with a disclaimer that I am not giving any mortgage advice, any advice to your home loan or refinance process. So my plug for this week is Social Security income. So if you have a Social Security income, we will require the award letter or 2 most recent monthly bank statements showing proof that those funds have been deposited into your account. Social Security income can be grossed up in certain situations. So if the income is being grossed up, meaning we're giving it a little cushion, then we will need your tax returns in that instance. Also, moving backwards towards the forms that you can provide us with if it's not being grossed up, which is the actual award letter, or the bank statements. So with the bank statements, if you are joint on an account with someone, the deposit that's coming in that's listed on the bank statement, it should actually say who that deposit belongs to. So if the deposit comes in, and example, if your name is Mary, it'll say Mary Social Security, and we know that that deposit is for you. If it doesn't say your name next to the deposit and it's a joint bank account, you will not be able to use the bank statements. We will require you to provide the actual award letter. That is because we cannot tell who that Social Security income belongs to, especially if there are 2 parties on the same account. So if it doesn't list your name out beside it, that is not acceptable. If the bank statements are utilized, please remember that all of your pages are required, even if it is blank. So you know how you get your bank statement and then last page just may say whatever little blurbs and stuff. That is also required as well. So that's my plug for the week. All right, y'all. I messed up, but it's okay. We're gonna keep rolling. Tiffany gave y'all soul food, and I want to repeat it. So you can repeat the soul food just one more time. We can't hear you.
Okay, so can you hear me now?
I can hear you now.
Okay, so our soul food for this week was do things at your own pace. Life's not a race. Move forward because things are up ahead. If you fail, take a deep breath and try all over again. So
yes. So if you fail, remember, get up and dust yourself off. And. All right, y'all. That's 2 things that we want you to do when you listen to Not Just Girl Talk. Number 1 is refill your cup
and vibe with Tiffany and Ashanti.